Hi guys, today let's discuss the LeetCode question 228 summary ranges. So this is a top interview 150 question. You are given a sorted unique integer array nums. A range a, b is a set of all integers from a to b inclusive. Return the smallest list of ranges that covers all the numbers in the array exactly. That is, each element of nums is covered by exactly one of the ranges and there is no integer x such that x is in one of the ranges but not in nums. Each range a to b in the list should be output as, so a to b if a not equal to b, and if a is equal to b we should only return a. So let's go to the example 1. So the nums is 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 and the output is 0 to 2 because we have 0, 1 and 2 in the input nums array. So that is the reason we are having 0 to 2. And then we have 3 is missing, so that is the reason the next range is starting from 4 and we have 5, so it is 4 to 5 and the last one remaining is 7, so that is the reason we have 7 separately. Let's go to the example 2. In the example 2 we have the nums as 0, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9 and in the output we don't have the range for 0 because 1 is missing, so that is the reason we have 0 separately, and there is a range from 2 to 4 because 2, 3, 4 are present, so that is the reason we have the range from 2 to 4, and then we have we don't have 5, so that is the reason we have 6 separately, and 8 and 9 are separate, so that is the reason we have a range from 8 to 9. Let's go to the constraint section as well quickly. So the constraint is nums.length is ranging from 0 to 20. So we should handle a case where the nums is an empty list. So we should handle that corner case. And nums of I is ranging from minus 2 to the power of 31 to 2 to the power of 31 minus 1. And all the values of nums are unique. And nums is sorted in ascending order. I hope it is very clear from this question description. Let's go into the explanation part of it. For the purpose of explanation, let's consider our nums array to be 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. For tracking the ranges, we will be using two pointers, start and end, which is used for tracking the start index and end index respectively. And the result will be stored in the result array. Initially, we will be initializing our start and end pointer to 0 index, and our result list is going to be an empty list. Then going to the next step, when we go to the index position 1, we will be comparing the difference of index position 1 with index position 0. So the difference is 1, so there is a range that is being formed. So in this case, we are only going to increment our end pointer. So our end pointer is incremented to 1, so which indicates there is a range that is formed from 0 index to 1 index. So our result is going to be an empty list as well. Now let's go to the next index. When we go to the next index, when we compare the difference of nums of index position 2 with nums of index position 1, the difference is 1, so there is a range that is being formed. Whenever there is a range is formed, we only increment our end pointer. So our end pointer is incremented to 2 in this case, and our result is going to be an empty list. Now let's move on to the next step. If you look at the next step, the difference between nums of index position 3 and nums of index position 2, the difference is 2. A range is not formed between these two. So in this case, we are going to store the previous result. So we are going to store it in the result. The range of 0 to 2, we are going to store it. Then we are going to update our start and end pointers to track the third index. In the next step, if we see the difference between the nums of 4 and nums of 3 is 1. So in this case, we are again going to increment only our end pointer, and the result is going to be the same as the previous step. Then if you go to the next step, the difference between nums of 5 and nums of 4 is 2. So in this case, the first thing that we are going to do is store the result of the previous range, then update our start and end pointers respectively. So we are going to update our start and end pointer to 5. Finally, we are going to store the result. In the final result, we are going to have all the ranges for the nums list that is provided in the question. I hope it is very clear from this explanation. Let's go into the coding part of it. Let's start by handling the corner case first. If not nums. So whenever the nums list is empty, then we are going to return empty list as well. Then we are going to initialize our start and end pointer. So my start and end pointer is going to be 0. Then we are going to loop through this nums array for I in range of, so we are looping from 1 to length of nums. If nums of I minus nums of end equal to 1. So whenever there is a range that is being formed, we are going to increment only our end pointer. Else we are going to store the result. So let's create one more function. Let's create one more function for the create range. So create range. Given a start and end, we have wanted to create a string for this start to end range. So we are going to return something like this. So my string should look like this. And this is going to be format of start comma end. If start not equal to end. So it is going to be nums of start and nums of end. Else it is going to be dot format of nums of start. Now we are going to append it into the result dot append create range of start comma end, and then we are going to initialize our start and end pointers again. So my start equal to end equal to I. Then after completing this entire thing, so we will be left with the last range. So the last range will not be updated in this for loop. So for that we are going to do this result dot append create range start comma end. Yeah, I hope we are done. Right, let's return the result list as well. Let's run the code. Oh, we got an error. So result is not defined. So we are going to define the result. So result is going to be an empty list. Let's run the code again. Yeah, it is accepted. Let's quickly submit it as well. Yeah, it is submitted. Hope you like the explanation. For more such videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.